Hello, my few but plenty. You will notice I'm in my car yet again. I'm headed to town yet again. Hit my elbow. A couple of weeks ago, we went to Academy and they had a Camelback hydration thing, backpack thing that you wear on your back for really cheap. We bought it for when we get bicycles. We actually looked at some last night in Walmart. I hate that place, but they do have good deals on bicycles. I'll give them that. But when we got the Camelback thing, we just kind of brought it home, lifted it in the bag, and put it in a corner until we got bikes. And my husband pulled it out the other day and went to look at it. He said, uh-oh, we've got to go back to Academy. I said, why? They left the stupid security tag on. It didn't even go off when we left. So I'm not really sure how that happened, but I have the receipt and everything still, thank the Lord. So we're gonna have to go, or I'm going to go to get that taken off and look for a yoga mat there. Just do some other things. And then my last video I talked about I was doing a wedding scrapbook. So I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby and look at stickers there, and may look at a different album, see if there's anything there I like more. But yeah, and I'm also going to look, I have started meditating, and I want a meditation cushion, but the ones that I've looked at are not cheap, so I figure, why wouldn't I make my own? I know how to sew. It would save me money. All I have to buy is the fabric and the stuffing. And I know some people would say, well, by the time that you spend all of your time and your money buying the supplies and, you know, spend your time, you might as well just buy one pre-made. But, you know, if you're anything like me and you are a crafter, or you sew or anything like that, you know the feeling that you get when you do something, you know, you make something with your own two hands. There's really nothing that competes with that feeling, you know. But one of the main reasons that I wanted to get on this and vlog is, in some of my last videos, I believe I talked about a channel on YouTube called Lose It Like Lauren. She is, I believe, from the UK. I hope I don't get emotional, because when she put this video up, I'm gonna be honest, I did get tears in my eyes. She posted a video, I think it was today or yesterday. I can't remember exactly. I watched it today though. I believe it's called My Weight Loss Journey or something like that. Guys, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you right now, if there is one video to watch this week for inspiration to help you start your journey, or if you're in a rut and you need help getting back on and into your journey, go watch this video. I cannot stress that enough. She is just amazing. Her progress is just unbelievable. It's just, God, it just blows my mind. And, you know, we're very similar. I believe she said the highest weight she got to was 315, I believe. My highest weight was 316. And she looks absolutely, just absolutely amazing. You really, it's one of those things where you look at her before pictures and you look at her now and you're like, damn, is that the same person? That can't be the same person. And God, it's just amazing, guys. And to see someone go through, you know, starting at such a weight and going to what they are now, is so inspirational, and just, it really allows you to look and say, you know what, I can do this. If they can do it, I can do it. And I believe in that video she mentioned, you know, something to the effect of, you know, you saying, well, it's so easy to do it, and people looking from the outside saying, well, why haven't you? And I think that is something, you know, I think that's something that anybody in this situation has experienced. It's so easy for a person to, from the outside, look at you and say, you know, that is just disgusting. Why is she not losing weight? You know, yada, yada, yada. And here's the thing. It happens in a different way for every person. No two people, you know, people are not the same. Their genetic makeup is different. It may be so easy for one person to lose weight, and then the other person, you know, it takes them a long time and so much hard work, so much more effort. God, she's amazing. And I know you're probably looking at this video and you're thinking, is she okay? Like, she's talking about this woman like she's just infatuated. But you know what? I'm infatuated with her progress, and I'm infatuated with how she has managed to turn her life around. And it's really hard to get into words how it feels to know that you are not the only one out there. And that was one of my reasons for starting a YouTube channel, not only to be accountable, but because I know that I'm not the only one in this world that is going through what I'm going through. You know, I went through many years of my life where, you know, sometimes people just don't have to say anything to make it known that what they think about you. Sometimes a look says it all. And I don't know if some people think, oh, well, if I just don't say anything to her face, she's not going to know that I'm talking about her. No, it's obvious. Especially when you are at an age in your life, you know, middle school, high school. That's a big deal. And when you have people, you know, this is such it's one of those things, it's irrelevant, but it's relevant. I never had a boyfriend in middle school or high school. Or I did in high school, but not in middle school. My first boyfriend, I married. He's now my husband. But unless you've gone through it, you have no idea how it feels for, you know, all of these people around you, you know, to be going through the whole teenage, you know, puppy love and all that. And you know, one of the reasons that you aren't able to experience that is because, unfortunately, a lot of people focus more on what is on the outside than what is on the inside. And that was very, very hard for me. That is probably hard for some people to wrap their head around. But, you know, there's nasty people in this world, and it's just, you know, thinking back on it, you're like, you know, now, does it really matter? No. Then, did it matter? Of course. It hurt so bad. You know, I was never the popular person. I was never the skinny person. Every way that there was to be popular in middle school and high school, I was the direct antithesis of that. You know, if the popular kids were 130 pounds, guess what? I wasn't. And in my adult life, now I'm thinking, how did I ever let myself get to this point in my life where I am just such a big person? I'm large. I'm overweight. I'm obese, morbidly obese. Not even just overweight or obese. I'm morbidly obese. How did I let myself get to a situation like this? But, you know, here's the thing. I can say that all I want. I can say, how did I let this happen? How did this happen to me? That is not what matters anymore. I'm telling you right now, that is not what matters. What matters now is how you change it. What you're going to do differently to change your outlook on life and your health. And, you know, there's a saying from of all places, The Incredibles, the Disney Pixar movie, and Edna, the woman who makes the costumes, she says, I can't remember the exact wording, but she basically says, you know, she tries not to focus on the past. It takes away from the now. So, if there's any encouragement that you need today, just take what I'm about to say and go with it. Do not focus on the past. Focus on today. That is all I can tell you. And that video from Lose It Like Lauren just blew me away. Please, please, please go check out that video. And if she is watching this, I hope that she knows how much inspiration she has given me today, and how it has really changed my outlook. And I know for a fact that anytime I need some inspiration, if I feel like I'm just in a rut, I can go to that video, and I know that I can look at that and watch that and just feel like $1,000,000. She's wonderful. I highly recommend her channel. Follow her on social media. Some of the food that she posts, I'm like, gosh, come cook for me. And I'm pretty good at cooking. It's just, you know, well, you see somebody else make it and you're like, oh my gosh. But I know I've been rambling for a long time and whatnot, but I just had to get on here and talk about that. I'm at Academy now, so I guess I need to go inside and stop wasting my gas sitting in my car. But I just wanted to let you guys in on that. Definitely go subscribe to her channel. But yeah, I'm sure I'll vlog a little bit more. I feel like vlogging has definitely grown on me a lot. And before I forget, now, everyone has an opinion. Everyone's entitled to their opinion and how they live their life, what lifestyle they choose. But I have been taking, I guess what you could call a spiritual journey. I said earlier, I've started meditating. I meditated before I went to bed last night for only about 5 minutes, and you guys, I can't tell you how good I slept, and I can't tell you about the lucid dreams that I had. It was just, I'm not going to say that it was life-changing, but oh my gosh, it makes a big difference. And that may not be your journey. You may want to, you know, do things totally different, but I have definitely started, I'm not a Buddhist or anything, but if you just look into that a little bit, it really changes your outlook. And I may, you know, because of what I'm about to say, not a bunch of people believe in, especially, well, people believe in it, just in my area, living in the Bible Belt, it's one way or no way. But I'm either going to start a new channel or just do it on this one, and people who don't want to watch it, I'll put the description, you know, I'll put a title on there so people can be sure that, you know, oh, if this is about this, if the video is, you know, pertaining to this subject, then I don't have to click on it. But I'm very much into this right now, meditation, yoga. This is difficult to talk about, you know, because it's hard for people to wrap their heads around. But if you've ever heard of Reiki or anything like that, I'm trying to pursue that as well. I have a great aunt that is very much into that, and I have always felt like I've had what they call healing hands. You know, you kind of look at things and you're like, why have I always been different? Well, maybe this is why I've been different. You know, maybe I'm not supposed to be like everyone else. So this is me. If you've ever seen my, if you've ever just searched for me somehow and come across my Instagram or anything, you've probably noticed that it says Mystic Mojo. By all means, I'm not into witchcraft or anything like that. That is totally not what I'm into, but I think that there are things in this world that, you know, sometimes aren't readily, you know, easy to explain, but, you know, that's just how I am. So, you know, take it as you will, but I may start posting videos about that, how I'm taking this journey, and all that. But I'm just rambling now. I may actually edit this out, but just to go check out her channel. And I'm gonna go into Academy now, so I'm not in town late, and I'll talk to you guys soon. I just left Hobby Lobby. I ended up getting a different wedding album. I feel like it just kind of goes with my wedding, like the theme of my wedding, a little bit more. I got some more stickers. I also got some things that I found. I was actually excited because I've been looking for incense burners, and they have plenty of incense at Walmart. And they have the Nag Champa, like the traditional scent, at Walmart, but they had no incense burners, and they had a ton in Hobby Lobby, surprisingly. But I decided to wait because I'm going to look online, see if there's any that I like more, but there were some pretty ones. And if they would have had the Nag Champa, I probably would have went ahead and gotten it today. But I didn't. I did get a yoga mat in Academy. I went with the Gaiam. I just went with a cheaper one. There's plenty that I want. There's a Hugger Mugger, I think, or something like that. Mugger, I don't know. But they have one that I want, but the price is a little bit more than I'd want to spend on a mat starting off, so I got this one. I think it was $20, which is still more than the $10 one that was at Walmart, but I do like this one better. So now I'm fixing to head home. I think my husband may be leaving at what he calls lunch. It's really like 7 o'clock or something. For him, it's considered his lunch break. So I'm just gonna go home and wait, and maybe we'll come back together and get some vegetables and everything to go with chicken. And we're gonna go to, if he gets off, we're gonna go to Best Buy. But we'll see. But yeah, I got all that stuff, and it's super hot. My mom called me. They live, I've probably said this before, they live about 3 hours away. And it was, she said it was pouring rain and thunder and lightning, and her poor dog was pacing back and forth. She was terrified. But yeah, totally different than here. It's like, you can probably tell it's so sunny and bright here. The heat is terrible. I have got to get a steering wheel cover because mine just blazes hot, and for some reason it feels sticky. It doesn't matter what I do to clean it, it just feels sticky. So I guess I'm gonna head home now. Maybe this may be the last vlog for today, but I may combine it with other clips for tomorrow or something. We'll just see. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I know the lighting's a little weird right now. It's been pretty rainy today, some thunderstorms. I was just trying to get some natural light in. I'm sitting in my bed right now. I was catching up on some YouTube videos, but I'm gonna be honest, I'm getting a little nervous about, you know what, that lighting is just so strange. This is gonna be a bad angle for my face, but we'll work with it. I'm getting a little nervous about, excuse all the moving around. I'm getting a little nervous about tomorrow's doctor's appointment, because it would be my luck that, as I tell my husband, I started taking my white pills. And if you don't know what that means it is my period week. And if you're like me, you usually gain, I've never gained more than 5 pounds during that time, but I always gain at least 2 or 3 pounds when I start taking those white pills, like the period week pills. So I'm probably not going to show as much progress on their scales as I was previously going to, but we'll go with it. You know, what option do I have? So yeah, I'm probably not gonna do much more vlogging. I think this is already gonna be a pretty long vlog. We'll just have to see, but I'm having a hard time finding energy today because of the weather outside. It's so gloomy. I'll try to like spin you around. I don't know how much you can see, but it's just really wet and dreary, and yeah, which, you know, I'd rather it be cooler than hotter outside. my husband's been having to work out in the heat outside, so maybe he was inside today and didn't have to work in the rain. He said he probably would be inside, but I totally forgot to buy vegetables today. My husband actually did end up leaving on his lunch break, and we totally forgot to go to the grocery store and get vegetables to go with the chicken, so hopefully I can find something around my apartment, because I really do not want to go anywhere. Oh my god, I don't know if I've said this already, but when we went to the movies like a couple of weeks ago, like 2 weeks ago I think, I got a popcorn kernel stuck in my gums, and it's not just like, oh, it's stuck between two of my teeth. Oh no, that never happens to me. It is literally stuck in my gum. It's like it was so swollen last night that I could take like a dental tool and go inside my gum, like it was separated from my tooth so much. But I did a lot of like swishing. I got out I want a new one, but it's my husband's old Waterpik, and I tried to I put it on the low setting so it wouldn't hopefully lodge it in there more. I swished with salt water. I was looking it up on the internet, and that's what it said. It said if you're going to use a Waterpik, do it on a low setting, because if you do it on a high setting, it may just lodge it in there more. It's still sore today, but it's not as sore, but I mean, there's still something in there. It didn't come out. And I need to go to the dentist anyway, because I haven't been in years, and I know that's terrible, but when I was younger, the insurance we had when you turn like 19, it cuts off, and obviously I'm on my husband's insurance, but we have just, it's been such a waste, because we've had dental insurance, but we've just never made an appointment, and I know that's terrible, but my teeth are really sensitive, and I don't know if it's cavities or if I just have sensitive teeth. I'm 99% sure that I have at least 2 cavities, and when I was younger, I chewed so much gum between middle school and high school that I very rarely had cavities. I always chewed sugar-free. That's all my mom buys, is sugar-free gum, and that's all she would ever buy me. And honestly, I ate a piece of gum the other day, like a couple weeks ago, that wasn't sugar-free, and I had to spit it out. It was just like, I can't even describe it, but it wasn't good. But I mean, I still chew gum, but just not as frequent. Like in high school, after lunch, I'd chew gum. I was literally chewing gum all day at school. But not only do I need to get them checked up for, obviously, health and hygiene reasons, but I'm starting to get where I really want, like, braces or something, because, why do I always yawn when I'm filming videos? I can't just not yawn while I'm filming. But, it's starting to become, like, a vanity thing for me, because when I was little, or not little, but when I was younger, this tooth right here started coming in before my baby tooth was ready to go. So that resulted in a snaggle tooth, and now I'm not sure if you can see that. I can't believe I'm zooming in on my teeth here. But there is a very large gap right there. You know, gap right there, gap right there, right there. And my bottom teeth, you can see some of my fillings in there, they actually This is so weird. I think my bottom teeth, like in the front, are crowded because sometimes I can take my tongue like this and like my teeth will pop. I know that sounds weird, but it's like they're popping into place. So I definitely need to get that done. I need to go to the eye doctor because we had eye appointments back in April, and we ended up having to cancel them because something came up and I never rescheduled. So I meant to go by yesterday, but since I got hung up in town, I didn't have time to swing by, and they were already closed when I was going to call, and I hadn't called today. I should probably do that, but yeah, so just a bunch of things like that I need to get caught up on. I don't know if I said this the other day, but I bought some apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna take like a tablespoon or whatever a day. I've heard a bunch of good stuff about that for blood pressure and sugar and skin and all that. It just has multiple benefits, so I'm gonna start doing that. But we'll see. I'll update that as I go. And I was really mad because I just happened to be at the mall. That was the day that I went shopping for the Bath & Body Works semi-annual sale. And I swung by GNC and picked up a bottle of the Bragg's apple cider vinegar, and I should have known better because then I went to Kroger, and what I paid for like the medium-sized bottle, I could have gotten a large-sized bottle. But I guess it's okay. Yeah, I could have saved money, but this way, if it doesn't work out, I'm not stuck with that bottle. I mean, I use it for a bunch of other things. I have an Indian clay mask that I make, and I like to mix it with apple cider vinegar. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop this vlog here because I'm already at 11 minutes, and I know I have a bunch of footage yesterday. So I'm going to go through it and see how much I end up with, because I know I rambled a lot yesterday. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how long this ends up being. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. I still haven't put up that haul video. I'm going to try to do that today. A lot of things I need to do today because I'm probably going to see my in-laws this weekend. And I might be staying with them for a little while. So, yeah. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, I hope you guys are having a wonderful start to your week. And I hope that the rest of your week continues to be wonderful. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.